Hi, everyone. My name is Samuel McDermott, and I'm excited to discuss the transformative contributions of Carl Rogers to psychology. Known for pioneering the humanistic approach, Rogers reshaped the way we understand therapy and human potential. Today, I'll take you on a journey through his life, his theories, and the enduring legacy of his work in mental health practices. Let's begin. Carl Rogers is widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in modern psychology. Unlike early approaches such as psychoanalysis and behaviorism, which were deterministic and focused on the past or external reinforcements, Rogers championed a perspective that valued free will and personal growth. Today, I'll share insights into his background, the core principles of his person centered therapy, and how his theories have shaped contemporary mental health practices. We'll also explore the cultural adaptability of his methods, critiques of his approach, and his focus on ethical, non directive care. Carl Rogers was born on January 8, 1902, in Oak Park, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. His upbringing in a strict religious household instilled values of discipline and self reflection, but this also exposed him to rigidity and moral absolutism. This early exposure influenced his later emphasis on creating a judgment free, accepting therapeutic environment. Initially, Rogers pursued a career in agriculture, reflecting his interest in nurturing growth, which is a metaphor that would later define his views on human potential. However, he soon shifted to studying religion and eventually found his calling in psychology. He earned his PhD in clinical psychology from Columbia University, where he developed his ideas about the importance of empathy and understanding in therapeutic relationships. Rogers developed person centered therapy as a departure from the therapist centered methods of psychoanalysis and behaviorism. His approach was grounded in three core principles: unconditional positive regard, empathy, and congruence. Unconditional positive regard means accepting clients without judgment, regardless of their actions, thoughts, or feelings. Rogers believed that when people feel truly accepted, they can explore their emotions and experiences without fear of rejection. Empathy involves the therapist deeply understanding the client's perspective and reflecting it back. For Rogers, empathy wasn't just about listening, it was about truly entering the client's world and validating their experience. Congruence, also called genuineness, requires the therapist to be authentic and transparent. This principle emphasizes that therapists must align their inner feelings with their outward behavior to build trust and rapport with clients. These principles together create a therapeutic space where clients feel safe, respected, and empowered to grow. Influenced by Abraham Maslow, another champion of the humanistic approach, Rogers also believed in self actualization. For him, this was the inherent drive to realize personal potential. He believed that all humans had this drive. Rogers also emphasized that clients could make their own decisions. He was a strong champion for client autonomy. For Rogers, the therapeutic relationship was the foundation of successful therapy. Unlike Freudian psychoanalysis, which placed the therapist in an authoritative role, Rogers emphasized a collaborative partnership. This relationship was built on mutual respect and trust, allowing clients to guide the process of their own healing. His approach was non directive, meaning that the therapist didn't impose solutions or interpretations, but instead facilitated the client's self discovery. This respect for the client's autonomy made Rogers' approach revolutionary and set the stage for modern client centered practices. Rogers actually believed that the expert in an individual's life was individual themselves. Historically, Rogers' idea marked a significant shift in mental health practices. He moved away from deterministic models like Freudian psychoanalysis, which viewed individuals as being shaped by unconscious conflicts, and behaviorism, which saw behavior as a result of environmental conditioning. Instead, Rogers believed in the inherent potential of every individual to grow and change. This optimistic, non deterministic view emphasized that people are not prisoners of their past or their environment. Today, his principles are used across various fields, including counseling, education, coaching. Motivational interviewing, for instance, builds on his idea of empowering clients through empathy and acceptance. Rogers' humanistic approach aligns closely with Western values of individualism and personal autonomy. However, his principles have also been adapted to collectivist cultures where interdependence and community are emphasized. For example, in collectivist settings, therapists may balance Rogers' focus on the individual with cultural values of family and social harmony. This flexibility has made his approach relevant across diverse cultural contexts and underscores the universality of his ideas about human connection and growth. So far, we've been exploring the strengths of person centered therapy. However, no therapeutic approach is without its limitations. One common criticism is its focus on individual autonomy, which can actually overlook systemic issues like poverty, discrimination, and trauma. These factors often require more directive or systemic interventions. Additionally, the non-directive nature of Rogers' approach may be less effective in acute crises where clients need immediate guidance or support. These critiques highlight the importance of integrating Rogers' principles with other therapeutic modalities to address diverse client needs. Rogerian therapy also faced early criticism for its lack of structure in addressing crises or ethical dilemmas. However, contemporary practices have incorporated safeguards like the informed consent and cultural competence. Therapists now work to ensure that clients understand the process and that interventions respect cultural values and contexts. These updates reflect Rogers' enduring commitment to ethical, client centered care. I'm currently a therapist that serves the community of the Cayman Islands. It's the greatest accomplishment for me when rapport can be built with my clients and my clients can find a safe space in my practice that is free of judgment. Empathy is a strong natural suit of mine, and I work hard and try my best to cultivate that empathetic environment and atmosphere. I also find Rogers's work on congruence and unconditional positive regard invaluable. These principles have enhanced my understanding of therapeutic relationships and aligns with my goal of fostering lasting change. In fact, I believe in a strengths based approach to tackling issues, and I believe that the inherent need to self actualize and to grow and to change and to expand and to become one's ideal self is inherent and quite possibly innate. Rogers' belief in the client's capacity for self healing resonates with my own aspirations to empower individuals in my own practice. In conclusion, Carl Rogers revolutionized psychology by placing the client at the center of the therapeutic process. His non deterministic approach, grounded in empathy and respect, challenged the dominant models of his time and continues to influence mental health practices today. His legacy reminds us that with the right support, every individual has the potential to grow and thrive. Here are the key references that inform this presentation. They include foundational works by Rogers as well as contemporary studies exploring his theories and their applications. Thank you for your attention. Feel free to leave comments below.